it's Jessica Cardon, your nosy neighbor with Murdock, Manwaring Company, a real estate group at Keller Williams Realty East Idaho. Thank you for joining us today. We are visiting a really important service here in Idaho Falls. We're visiting Eden Health, which is a home care, hospice, and other services company. This is something that's super important to me. I remember when my mom got sick, I didn't quite know what to do. So this is awesome to learn more about this. This applies to everybody at some point. You're gonna need it, or a parent, or a friend, or a loved one, somebody. So thanks for joining us. By the way, if you love local businesses like we do, please like and follow the Nosy Neighbors page and check out all the local businesses. And speaking of local, if you love real estate like we do, we are a real estate group at Keller Williams. And how we pay for this to offer this for free is the real estate. So if you need to sell your home or buy a home or just have questions about the market, please give us a call. Let us make sure that we can continue to do this, because when you support us, you're supporting local. All right, let's get in here and let's talk to Eden Health and let's find out about all their services. Oh, by the way, we're right here on Channing Way. Super easy to find. Well, hello, Brenda. Wondering if we can ask some questions about Eden Health.
Sure.
So tell us who you are.
I'm Brenda. I'm the executive director here at Eden Health.
Okay, so I have a bunch of questions. Number one, what is Eden Health?
Eden Health is a locally owned agency for home health, hospice, palliative care, and home care. We're locally owned because every employee is an owner.
Oh, that's very cool.
It's really nice.
Yeah. How many employees do you have?
Here at this location, we probably have between 40 and 50.
Wow. That is awesome. So if someone has, before we get into all the questions that are running through my mind, if somebody has a question, how do they find out more? Is it a website? Do they call in? How does that work?
Certainly you can go to the website for Eden Health. You can also call our phone number at 208-523-1980. You can ask your doctor about us. Or the hospital.
Perfect. So that leads me, I'm going to go this way so I can get in the light a little more. So that leads me right in there. Okay, so home health. How does it all start? Like, do you have to know where you're going to go? Do you have to make the first step? Does the doctor make the first step? Where does that begin for someone?
Really good questions, because it can start in multiple places. The most often is from the hospital. So we get referrals from our local hospitals and even hospitals outside of our area.
So someone's gone and been injured or has an illness and is in the hospital, and they decide, you know what, you're going to need home health or hospice or whatever else.
Because they're sick. They've had a surgery. Maybe it's planned or maybe it's unplanned. And so when they leave the hospital, usually you're not ready to be your full self again. So they will send us a referral, and then when you go home, we come to your house.
So when you think about that, sending a referral, how do they work? Does the hospital decide who you go to? Can you decide who to go to?
It's actually a requirement that you get a choice.
So it isn't like a doctor said, this is a doctor's health care, that they said, this is who. You can pick whoever you'd like.
You can pick whoever you want. You're supposed to be given a choice. And we most frequently get chosen because we're the highest rated.
What does that mean, highest rated?
So Medicare has a 5-star rating, and we're rated 5-star. That means that we are in the top 7% in the nation.
Wow. So do they have to know Eden Health when they say, this is where I want to go? Could they, if they know they're going to have an illness or sickness, can they decide beforehand?
They actually can. So if you know you're going to have a surgery, you can ask your doctor or the surgeon to send the referral to us, so that when you are going home, we'll be out there to see you the next day.
Do you always have home health? When does it become home health instead of being in the hospital? Will they know this, or does it come up after?
So just usually if it's a planned surgery, you're going to know if you know that you're going to need home health. If it is not a planned surgery, if it's an illness or something, then you would know when you're leaving the hospital.
Gotcha.
They're going to base that on what how well you're doing. And our goal is to get you back to where you want to be.
So you said there's home health and there's hospice and other things. So what's the difference?
So that's a good question too. Home health is skilled need. We try to get you better. Hospice is when you're tired and you want to focus on the quality of your life and not necessarily the quantity of your life. We really focus on helping you to make and determine, and you get to decide what quality means to you.
So how long does that normally, is it if you feel like you've got a couple months or a year? What's hospice?
Hospice is usually the last 6 months, and we prefer to get it earlier than later because it gives you time to focus on what do you want to do at the end? How do you want to live that part of your life?
No, that makes sense.
Get with your family and have your family help to celebrate your life and to come to terms with things.
Skydiving. Get the skydiving in before that kind of stuff.
In, yes. And the beautiful thing about the difference between the two is home health, you're supposed to be homebound, but hospice, you don't have to be. You can go wherever you want to. We've had people go fishing and different things because it's end of life. You need to focus on what brings you joy and not just always going to the doctor.
Is that your decision on whether to use home health or hospice? Or how does that decision
It is your decision to go on hospice. It has to be your decision. Only you can decide what that means for you.
What if you have a loved one who isn't capable of making those decisions? How does that work if, let's say it's like I think of my mom, right? How does that work? Do I need to come in and talk to you if I have an ailing parent?
You can call us and someone will help answer those questions and help you decide. We have great nurses who can just talk to you and help you decide what does your mom want. Just recently we had a nurse, they started on home health, but the daughter was like, is this going to help? And the nurse helped her decide that this is not how mom would want to live.
Well, sometimes you don't even know that option. Like this is the kind of thing that you only really get in your life at the time it's coming.
Yes.
And you don't know anything about this. Like, who knows this stuff until that time? And so that's, always having someone to kind of ask, that I wouldn't even know where to go.
Yeah, just, call, ask us. Do some research, look on our website. We always are very good about helping you decide, telling you what the options are.
So speaking of options, what else? We've got home health and hospice, but you said something else that I can't even remember what the word is.
So we have two other options. One of them is palliative care. That's brand new.
Yeah.
That is that time that's in between home health and hospice. So you no longer have a skilled need, although you can still do home health, but it is that time where you're still receiving your treatments. You're still deciding to do your cancer treatments, but you still need more help at home. So,
but not home health.
But not home health.
Oh, gotcha.
And then we also have home care, which is a private paid service, which you would go in and help. We would go in and help you. Maybe there's some light housekeeping or some companionship or something like that.
So gotcha. Home care is having someone there for not necessarily health always reasons, right? Is that what I'm assuming? Okay.
Sometimes there's caregivers that maybe you just need help, 2 or 3 nights a week to have somebody because you've got other things that you're doing and you're caring for your loved one, or your loved one is living at home and they don't have home. They don't have any other help.
Yeah.
Or you need to have some reminders while you're at work. You need to have somebody go sit with mom or dad, to...
Makes sense.
Yeah.
So that leads me, when you said that one's private pay, how does the pay work? Because I think that's a lot of people think is, I can't afford this.
Yeah, it is all paid for by insurance. Almost always it's Medicare or a Medicare Advantage plan. Sometimes there's some commercial plans and there might be some deductibles, but you know what it's going to cost you when we come out to see you.
Gotcha. So that's part of a consultation, is talking about that, so you would know and understand.
Yes.
Is there someone that may not be able to afford this, or if they're an aging or have an aging loved one, everybody could have access to this?
I don't think so. We take almost every insurance plan out there, and if we don't take it, we help find someone who will.
Gotcha.
And for home health, we do nursing, we do physical therapy, occupational therapy, speech therapy, bath aids. For hospice, we do nursing, have a chaplain, have a social worker, bath aids. So
you're like a one-stop shop of needs.
Yes.
When you have someone who has needs.
Yes.
And this makes me think of making it so it doesn't feel like I have to be that person all the time. Like, get to be a daughter instead of the nurse.
That is what we try to focus on. Especially, when our parents get older, there's an awful lot of things that we have to do. We're trying to balance, but letting Eden Health help you do that. So you can become a daughter again and a family member instead of just always being the caregiver.
Well, and I think of it as I felt a lot of guilt. I don't want someone else taking care of my mom. I should be taking care, or knowing that's
you're so busy.
Yeah.
You already have your own plate full.
Yeah, and I'm not skilled. I have zero skills. I don't know why I thought I should be the one doing it with zero knowledge and skills. But
yeah, the nurses and the therapists should be the one to help you.
Yeah. Well, that is really neat. Okay, is there anything we didn't talk about that we missed? Because this is really a cool idea, and I think probably applicable to almost everybody.
Almost everybody.
At some point.
At some point. Yeah.
Yeah. And you've got to know, and when it comes up, you probably need to know. So this probably is one of those things where you're like, I don't know who to go to. Well, this is it. Remember Eden.
Eden.
Yeah.
Remember us.
Remember you. Because you've got to ask.
You've got to ask for us.
Yeah.
Exactly.
Because there's a million different.
There's a lot of us out there, but there's only one of us that's 5-star rated.
Mic drop right there.
Yeah.
That's fantastic. All right. Brenda, again, what's the website and what's the phone number?
The website is Eden Health, and the phone number is 208-523-1980.
Perfect. Fantastic. All right, you guys, check it out. Really awesome. I'm so glad there's people like you guys that are doing this. It's an amazing service for people all over. So, all right, it's Eden Health. You guys check it out. All the links are below. Really cool. Get educated. Find out. This could probably change your life. And if you want to go the best.
Go the best.
Go the best. Fantastic. All right, thanks, Brenda.
Thank you.
This has been Jessica Cardon with the Nosy Neighbors at Murdock Manwaring Company, keeping you in the know.
The Nosy Neighbors, keeping you in the know.
The Nosy Neighbors, keeping you in the know.
Nosy Neighbors, keeping you in the know.
The Nosy Neighbors, keeping you in the know.
Nosy Neighbors, keeping you in the know.
So the Nosy Neighbors keeping you in the know.
The Nosy Neighbors are going to keep you in the know.